Welcome back to another episode of the Block Runner Podcast. I'm your host, William, always here with your co-host, Iman.
What's going on, dude?
And on the sticks, we got TJ.
Hello.
So we were supposed to interview Philip
From CookieDAO.
from CookieDAO this week, but it got rescheduled till second week of February.
A couple weeks from now, right? But yeah, we're definitely like anxiously awaiting that conversation for a lot of reasons, right? We are, I don't know, we still believe CookieDAO holds one of the more fundamentally sound like value props within this like AI agent economy. And for our own like understanding of how like data scraping works, how do you refine?
Yeah, we got so many questions.
Yeah, because we have our own like use case applications for AI, and obviously the fundamental ingredient for any application of AI is
Data,
and like the aggregation of it, the organization, I guess, and then
the utilization of it.
Yeah, it's a whole damn process, right?
It is.
So
so
they got their ingredients list in order to produce what we're theoretically assuming. Maybe by the time we post this, there will be actually a live agent to kind of demonstrate the power of that, right?
Yeah. And who best to do it than Cookie?
Yeah, well, yeah. If you go to look it up, it's primed and ready to go. Agent Cookie, somewhere out there. I'm looking at the Twitter profile right now. Are you gonna pull it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to bring it up here.
Yeah, if you know what the hell we're talking about, we made this video about a month ago, I'd say, about CookieDAO.
Damn, it's been a month already?
I feel like it has. 3 or 4 weeks ago. That's when we made that video. It did really well. They really bought into the thesis.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the right one, right?
Damn, you weren't even following it, dude. Put your notification on. Because at some point, this will become a living, breathing AI agent. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know when. It says soon. So soon can literally mean like anything.
Any minute,
any week, any day, any month. Actually, no. Month is not soon. So
any
better come sooner
day
than later.
at most.
Right. Yeah. Days away, maybe. So yeah, maybe by the time we record this, because today's Thursday, it'll be posted on Saturday when you guys are watching this over the weekend. Maybe there'll be an agent running around that is tapped into this cookie data swarm API, whatever, right? This thing that we've been kind of waiting to see, like, you know, what is the result of that? Is this thing gonna like smoke AI XBT in every like capacity?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's the theory.
That was the thesis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to see that happen, right?
Yeah, I guess it depends though, because AI XBT could be very narrowly focused on like degen Twitter, and Cookie or Agent Cookie could be more broad, like crypto Twitter.
Yeah, it's because we haven't had the chance to talk to Philip. We don't really know what those parameters are.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, but just based on the experience of cookie.fun, like the platform itself, it's pretty all encompassing. It's tracking all of the AI agents themselves. There's like 1,400 of them or something on that platform. So that's all data that they have stored, essentially. So like all those individual agents have their own like alpha calls and stuff like that. So
right,
you can kind of like reference off of that. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Yeah. So waiting for that to kind of roll out. So maybe in a couple weeks we should talk to Philip. Yeah. But outside of that, what else has been happening, dude? Did we have a podcast last week?
We had an interview.
Who was that interview?
It was Landon.
Okay, so the week before that, we did our podcast. So between that podcast and this podcast, where it's just us two, us three, including TJ.
Hi, TJ.
Yes, I'm here still.
Okay, good.
Not an AI agent.
Allegedly.
For maybe. Now.
No, we're never. We're gonna. TJ is not AI replaceable, dude. There's no way. Maybe like from like a utility perspective,
we're all replaceable, man. Actually,
no, I disagree.
You wouldn't rather have AI agents run this podcast like us, like so be replaced by AI.
We literally like step away and do nothing, and like
we're just like digital avatars instead of physically present. And it's just like using our voices,
and it
has plugged into crypto Twitter in real time, and it's like,
but we'll be able to come up with a thesis as sound as our own.
We'd have to download it with our brains, and that's kind of hard.
Kind of hard.
Kind of hard.
Yeah, you can't just feed it like how many podcasts have we? Or in aggregate, we have like 1,000 videos, right?
Yes, like 1,600.
Yeah, you would if you just uploaded the transcripts of all that.
Is
like,
that really
enough?
our brain?
Yeah, that's not our brain, right?
Probably not.
Yeah, that's like some crappy version, or like that's like the output of our brain, not the not the
process.
Yeah, not the processor.
Yeah.
So whatever the hell that processor is, it's like.
But nonetheless, our avatars are real time connected to crypto Twitter, and it's sort of like listening to everybody in real time. Something pops off, and it's like a real time dialogue of that thing popping off. It's like, hey, Agent Cookie just released.
I guess the cool thing would be we could just run that simulation of us 24/7.
Yeah, we could have like a podcast per day.
No, just don't ever stop, right?
Oof.
It's just us just rambling. It's a live stream 24/7.
Damn.
Our little avatars were just never shut up. And maybe
actually, I feel like that's very possible.
Yeah, but yeah, what would be? You know what? That would be actually interesting to run just to see.
Yeah,
the type of shit we would say, right? Would it understand my deep internal traumas or not?
Probably not.
Probably not, right? It doesn't.
Way.
So it wouldn't communicate the way I do. I think authentically.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah,
I don't think these AI agents would be laughing a lot in this podcast.
The Block Runner YouTube page has a playlist that has 251 podcasts.
251
as of right now.
Yeah, that's the hour-long format, and then in combination with the 20-minute stuff.
Yeah, if you click on details on the homepage, it'll tell you how many videos we have. I think it's like 1,600.
Dude, that's insane. How long have we been doing this? Like 6 years almost?
Yeah, since February
in March,
2019.
It'll be like
March.
a 6-year anniversary.
Yeah,
right?
March 2019.
Jesus, dude.
Does it feel that long though?
It feels. I don't even know. I don't even remember life. I don't even remember life prior to this.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like a foggy memory, dude. Like I literally saw.
So weird.
I saw somebody in Walmart recently, dude. TJ, you know who? I don't want to name drop her, but it rhymes with Blamey Shibleski.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. And yeah, I just randomly saw her like walk past me in the Walmart aisle.
Did you get faded, or it was like
absolutely,
hey.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know that you're YouTube famous, dude.
She doesn't even know that
that sucks, dude.
That we created DMT and stuff like that. She doesn't even know, dude. She doesn't even know. But the point is, I saw her and I was like, "Holy fuck!" Like, it's one of those like life flashed before my eyes moments. It's like, damn, dude.
Why?
Because I remember her when she was like a little toddler, dude. And here we are, like full grown adults. I had like my kid with me. It's like, damn.
Yeah, I guess I don't know the history of this individual, but
well, imagine like anybody you've known since like kindergarten.
Yeah, the person's actually irrelevant. It's just
it's the
it's
idea.
A kindergarten. Okay, like
somebody, and then you haven't seen them in like a 20-year time block.
How did you even? So like,
well, I remember her face.
Wow.
It's still mostly there, mostly,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that time block is like Jesus. It makes you really.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
in that moment, it's like, wow, we literally just like traversed through like 30 years of existence,
like a time warp. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we are. Now we're all adults, and we got these fucking kidlings around and shit.
Sure.
It's weird, dude. That doesn't happen too often.
Yeah. The last thing I want to do is run into like people from my past, dude.
I agree, dude. It's the worst.
Last thing I want to happen. Why?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Why?
It's just, dude, I never spend any time thinking about the past. Any time.
Really? You're blessed.
Nothing.
You're a blessed individual, dude. That's what haunts me most days.
Really?
Yes. You don't get this random creeping thoughts of like something you did in the past that like just totally just cringe and embarrassing. And then you think about it, it's like, God, I hate myself for doing that.
No, never.
You're so lucky.
I'm always forward thinking, like maybe to my own detriment. Really, it's like always future thinking.
Well, maybe to the degree of like how far you could take that, to your detriment. But that's definitely a perk.
But what's the point of thinking about the past?
That's what I'm saying. That's such a curse. But it's like something you can't even like control. Depends on.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't think about it, because it's like it's already done. It's like, what's the point? Like I've rationalized my way out of thinking about the past.
No, but my question to you though, do those thoughts still like seep in at all?
No.
So you have some sort of like different brain then, because like me, they just come in. I don't like choose to like.
You know what? It's like
have a memory.
Obviously, I know I could have made better decisions, right? Looking into the past, like instead of buying, a car, I could have put that money into Bitcoin. But at the time, I wasn't really paying attention to Bitcoin, so it's like I couldn't even.
Yeah, it never could have happened.
It couldn't. Yeah, never could have happened. I even knew about Bitcoin, and I still didn't do that. But I didn't understand Bitcoin, and this is at a time where Bitcoin was like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because you were focused on other stuff.
Yeah, so I know I could have had like a shit ton of Bitcoin, but like I never really dwell on that.
You don't let that like stew, and
No.
like just like really, really get at you.
No, but there, I guess I do think about the past because I make sure that I optimize the future by understanding the mistakes I did.
Well, yeah, that's the real function of
like if
leveraging the past,
Yeah,
right? Is to like
exactly,
correct the future.
But beyond that, there's no like point in spending any more time. So like for example, like the car example, instead of buying a new car today, you just like don't put any money down, nothing, and then whatever money cash you have is like invest it, right? That's how I've changed, my strategies here, right?
Yeah, those are different kinds of like. See,
that's like experience.
Even
not
those
like
past thoughts aren't like that bad,
Right.
Those are like productive thoughts of the past. It's like, man, it's like you're more like mentally accounting for like how you could have like ended up with a higher ROI.
Right.
Yeah, that's not what like people with real problems deal with.
It's sending that 2 a.m. text, Will, that you probably shouldn't have sent.
Right, yeah. It's like staying up late at night and shit. It's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's not to mean that I haven't made mistakes that are like regretful, but I just don't think about it.
That's good. I'm happy for you, dude. I really am. I think we need you to. Yeah, I don't think you'll ever change in that regard. I think you're just programmed to like.
Yeah,
I don't know how the brain works, but yeah, obviously everyone's brain's different. But some people, like you have some sort of like line in your like membrane layer where like those synapses, they don't like cross through, right? It's like those from the memory to like.
Yeah, but I feel like there's some like genetic component to where like naturally I'm inclined not to do that.
Yeah, you have I feel like barrier somewhere.
I feel like you can train your way towards that if you're
aware,
especially if you're trying to be more productive. I think you can train your way
for
to
sure.
be.
Yeah, that neuroplasticity thing, right? Like your mental, you can like make adjustments, but it's tough and it takes a lot of time and a lot of discipline and stuff. So
it's interesting. It's like when we all like share content. Like typically when I share content to you guys, it's all like useful shit. It's not funny, It's not like the stupid thing. It's not violence. It's just like, here's this new AI thing, or here's like this new AI app that we should take a look at. It's like, it's always like productive.
Yeah.
And it's the same, not with you guys, but with everybody that I know. Like I do that.
Yeah, that's just you, dude. Like yesterday you were like randomly like, so last night I was thinking about my brain. Right?
Oh, right.
And like everyone in the office just like took pause. It's like, who the fuck? Like, what? What do you mean? Who thinks about their brain? It's like, well, Will does, right? Because I was like, hold on, let him cook, right? Don't laugh yet, guys. Like, there's a follow up here, right?
Yeah.
And then you like mind mapped the whole thing. Like, you actually were thinking about your brain and how it worked, right? Because you wanted to refine it into like an actual like model that can be, I guess, improved with AI.
That's right. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I hear you, dude.
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. Like the way you walked us through, because you have all these different apps now, like plugged into different inputs of your brain,
right,
to like make it more efficient.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So you have a bunch of inputs, and then you have a bunch of outputs. The outputs is the thing that you can optimize. The inputs, it's like emails and tweets and like DMs. There's not much you can do there.
Yeah, in our case, there's input overload. Well, I think in everyone's case.
Yeah, it's everyone.
Yeah, everyone's overloaded with input at this day and age, right?
Yeah.
There's nobody, unless you're like completely disconnected from like society.
Yeah.
Like that's how your brain is supposed to be, like a much more calm state, I think.
Yeah.
Like throughout the day, and then like these periodic moments where there's like massive input, maybe like, oh shit, a tiger's coming at me. He's like, whoa.
Yeah.
But most of the day you're supposed to literally just be chilling.
Yeah.
Just chilling and like digesting your food.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is that we're like quickly going in that direction. Like eventually AI is going to be doing every single job, And then what are we supposed to do? Just chill, right? That's pretty much.
Yeah, I guess, but yeah, still, we won't be chilling. We'll still have like insane inputs from like just
True, yeah.
TikTok and gaming and whatever, right? Our brains are not going to go to rest all of a sudden.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
They're going to become even more inundated by like an abundance of
content creation.
Yeah, interesting things happening because of AI, and
they're
just going to be producing so much entertaining and just crazy shit, right? So,
yeah,
I don't know if our brains can handle that. It's already like feels like it's frying in real time, dude.
Well, not only that, I mean, Neuralink is going to feed that directly into our brain.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah, bioengineering. So yeah, all this was like, because we had a 6-year run on this podcast.
All of what?
This conversation. It's like thinking about the past and like 6 years and you ran
6
into
years is a
somebody.
long time, dude. Yeah, 6 years ago, I was a noob at crypto. Just got wrecked by ICOs. What else? I was in a cult called EOS. Yeah, it completely like shattered my whole reality once I realized, like, dude, this is actually kind of silly to like really be this emotionally attached.
What was
like
that inflection point?
Project.
What was that inflection point where you're a Kool-Aid drinker, right? And then it's like the realization is like, you know what, this Kool-Aid's actually not that good. What happened? Like what was the event that triggered the change?
I remember it exactly, dude.
What was it, dude? You remember?
We were there was some event or something that we were watching, and me and Ivan stayed up till like 4 or 5 in the morning, just like watching this event, dude.
I remember that.
And then they announced it was like an announcement of an announcement.
Yeah.
And then it just dumped, dude.
Yeah, it was like they hyped up this crazy event because they had so much money, right?
Was it Voice? No, because
Voice came after that.
Okay, it came after that.
It was something else. Like it was like they hyped up this crazy announcement, and like poured a bunch of money into like this thing, and then like something happened where like the announcement was like a delay or something. But that's not like why I still like was like, okay, whatever.
That was the turning point.
I did like exit my position though. I was like, okay, just because I understand the market, right? It's like people are gonna. Once people catch wind of what's happening here, everyone's going to sell. And then, you saw it, TJ, right? It was like a fat ass.
Yeah, we watched it in real time. But I remember, like, we're killing time before this event starts. And I remember Iman telling me about how, if this pumps, I'm getting an EOS tattoo. I was like, all right. And then it didn't. And we were like, oh.
Yeah.
Man, you went from, like, I'm about to get an EOS tattoo to, like, exiting your position completely.
Yeah, dude, I literally exited at the top. Like that was it. It never went higher than that point. Like that was it. And that was like the peak of the market. And so this was after Bitcoin hit 10K,
20K,
20K.
20K.
Yeah. And like, the 2018 correction was full and underway.
Yeah.
And I think this thing was like, whenever EOS mainnet was actually being deployed, it's like around summer.
I see. Yeah, because when Bitcoin hit their 20K, all the alts peaked a few weeks after that. And so that's when you exited.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But I just, I don't know. I think I realized at some point, like, I just bought in too hard to this like Kool-Aid factory. That's it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because I remember, dude, I was like consumed by it. Meaning, like, I was up late at night, every night, watching like just some random fuck on YouTube posting like his own like thesis and theory as to like why EOS is gonna like be bigger than Bitcoin even. And everyone was drinking the Kool-Aid hard on that, And then,
I mean, it was good technology. I remember looking into it as well. It was like, dude, we can use this.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a nothing burger of like an execution, right? Like they executed.
Yeah.
There were some like internal problems with like their governance designs and such, and then more problems with like the treasury handlings and such. But it should have been obvious, right? Whenever you give like some team $4 billion
over a year,
well, like expect a what's the word, like a diminishing of hunger, right?
Yeah. I can see that.
That attitude that people need in order to like actually push, like not just execute, but like keep pushing.
Yeah, you get complacent. If you put $4 billion into your account, it's like you really don't have to do anything. You could just
in most cases, right? In very rare cases, you have like an Elon Musk, right, or who's like
Yeah,
who's give him $4 billion.
Yeah, he's internally motivated to solve problems. It doesn't matter what the bank account says.
Yeah, he actually views that as like actual ammo to like do some damage, right? So like, all right, I got $4 billion here. You know, now we need to push for like some new frontier in some other industry or whatever, right? Yeah, Neuralink.
Yeah, man,
that's boring tunnels.
Talking about like unique brains. That's Elon.
Yeah,
because I don't think anybody having in their account with $4 billion is going to do what Elon did.
Yeah, I think most people, most founders, most creative developers, whatever. Yeah, it's like the gas pedal gets released a tad.
Yeah,
or
you're coasting.
Yeah, that's the danger, right? And that is largely why ICO Mania like fumbled so hard.
Yeah,
because we just so like frivolously just made so many founders like just rich basically overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like the result of that is, lackluster execution and delivery and like passion.
Makes sense. So then, is there like a
middle ground?
Dude. Like,
yeah, because
instead of funding them with millions, you fund them with hundreds of thousands. Like, I don't know if that's like,
yeah, is that gonna cut it? Yeah, it's like actually cutting their chances. I don't know. Yeah, this is like the tough part of like figuring out these capital markets, right? Because now people are advocating for meme coins, coin launches. Like the Vine guy launched a meme coin, the Venmo co-founder or something launched a meme coin recently. Now this like new expectation is kind of like emerging from the market. Is like, if you have like a new idea for a startup or whatever, you need funding for some project, just launch a meme coin. Yeah, and we'll pump it, and now you're good to go. You can start hiring.
Yeah, I mean that's a way, I guess.
For sure.
I just, I mean, yeah.
But it's the same thing, right? It's like, okay, these guys have 20% of the supply, pump this thing to $1 billion, all of a sudden they have $200 million. It's like,
it's interesting.
Gas,
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah.
It's interesting though, from like a regulation standpoint, is like, you're not really selling these tokens. You're just launching a meme coin. You're supplying liquidity, which sets a price. And I think that there's like, a line there, but people, give it the market cap that they believe it's worth, and then that's about it. So you didn't really sell anything.
No. Yeah, I would hope not.
Maybe this is like some sort of middle ground, some gray area from a regulation standpoint, where we're probably going to see an exponential explosion of this stuff.
Yeah, well, the reason part of this thesis of like internet capital market theory and like. The stuff these like meme coiners are pushing, it's the idea is the reason why this is going to be like a guaranteed phenomena coming up, like basically rerunning ICOs through like meme coin vehicles.
Yeah.
It's because of Trump, right? It's like Trump gave the green light for the next 4 years of like, you essentially can do anything in these markets. So like, just don't hold back. Right.
Yeah. You just came up with a new acronym, dude. Did you notice?
No.
Capital market theory.
Oh, that's not mine, dude. That's them. That's what they're saying out there on crypto Twitter. It's like, internet. Yeah, just whatever. Now they want to slap us like a nice, appealing like narrative around meme coins so that you can attract like Silicon Valley, like, junior devs and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Tom from
MySpace?
MySpace. If he launches a meme coin.
Oh, shit.
That's what I mean. Yeah. That's like.
Yeah.
If that concept can reach Tom, all of a sudden that's a multi-billion-dollar token.
Where is Tom, dude? I would actually ape into Tom.
Yeah.
Tom coin.
Yeah.
Just as he's like, I want to build MySpace on chain or something.
Or here's Tom token.
No. He needs to like promise to do something,
Huh.
I mean, maybe not. Like, I think like these Vine guys, I think they actually want to like
Yeah, but I think
Vine.
People like the market right now, they want the number to go up.
Of course.
They don't care like what the token is for.
No.
So I think the bluer sky is here's the Tom token.
Well, the token doesn't have any utility. Yeah, it's like it's a Tom token and there's a Tom allocation, right? Say 20-30% in Tom's wallet now.
Right. So he'll use that 20% to do something with it.
Yeah, it's like, remember Mira? Like, it's like the guy had a sick daughter. She has like brain tumors.
Yeah.
So it's like, here's my coin and so you degens pump this thing up so that part of this allocation that I own, I could use to source, research labs or, get her some treatment, whatever, right? That's another functional utility of pumping a meme coin. It's like now you're like potentially saving a life, contributing to DeSci, all this fun stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. Tom Coin, he's got 20% buffer at $1 billion market cap. That's $200 million. Just, we don't care what you do, Tom. Just
do anything.
Just be Tom.
Yeah.
Be Tom. Increase the brand value of Tom, right? And if that means bringing MySpace back and injecting crypto rails, it's kind of lit.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. That was my favorite social media platform. Way better than Facebook.
Yeah.
Maybe I was just a stupid kid. That's probably most likely.
That's probably what it was.
I had my little
you had music. And
what was this? Fuck.
You were editing HTML.
Remember that stupid show? It was like the OC.
Yeah.
Orange County. God, I was so cringe when I was younger.
Is that one of your regrets when you look back?
See, those are the thoughts, dude. I'm telling you, literally, that thought will creep in occasionally. I'm thinking about the fact that I publicly had that song running on loop on my MySpace page.
What, the theme song of that show?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I don't even remember, so I don't.
Thank God. So I'm sure you'll look it up after this.
I don't remember the song either, but just saying the OC making me cringe.
Exactly. I don't know.
That was a reality show, right?
No, it was like an actual show about I guess I don't remember rich kids in Orange County. I don't know. It was I was in 6th grade.
That was like a scripted show.
Yeah.
Huh.
I thought I don't know, dude. I thought it made me kind of cool.
So yeah, I have so many questions now.
Everything you did back in those days was the whole point of doing stuff was to try and make yourself seem cool to girls, right? Back in those days.
Oh, right. Of course.
Yeah. So it's I watch OC.
Yeah. The fact that you know all the names of the show and it's
yeah, I guess I could better communicate.
Yeah.
I'm writing my little letters and folding them up and throwing them down the hallway.
Yeah.
It's did you catch what Ryan said to fucking Jessica? Those were good times, dude.
Yeah.
And then we got cell phones and everything changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the last gen, dude. To do it
the traditional way.
Yeah, the classic way. It was very classic.
Yeah.
Kids don't know.
Yeah. So we were talking about I guess the meme coin mania, and it's getting even more
manic.
More manic. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've been in this perpetual.
It's shock moment. It's perpetual shock.
Yeah. So for the first year of memery, we basically completely faded it.
Yeah.
Since PayPay coin.
Mm-hmm.
Dog with hat, all these things we heard were happening. Bonk and Giga, all these 2023 memes and stuff. It's while we were locked in on the Bitcoin ecosystem, right?
Right.
That. Well, that's cute. They're over there playing around with memes because they got nothing else to do. It's they're over here building new shit on Bitcoin. They're just fucking around launching stupid tickers. That's not gonna last long.
Yeah, it's what? Pepe is 2 billion right now. It's how the hell?
Whatever noise, right?
Yeah, there's no way this is gonna happen again, right, guys?
It kept happening.
Still happening.
It's still happening. Yeah, and then Murad came out with his video.
And then I was oh,
that's
shit.
why it's happening.
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, and it's why it's probably going to keep happening even more. And then Trump
people are barely understanding that whole speech. Yeah.
Yeah, now it's fuck, it's definitely happening. And now it's how long will it go on for? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, are memes the NFTs of 2021?
I see a lot of indication of that. For sure. I mean, so what does that mean when you say the NFT? So NFTs were for sure the killer product of last cycle, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess because it was the new shiny thing.
Yeah.
It brought in the most retail volume, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think it did. So yeah, what is that vehicle this time around? I think memes is going to be it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I remember in 2021, we would get text messages from family. It's
oh yeah,
have you heard of NFTs? I was
yeah.
You've heard of NFTs? Do you even know what an NFT is?
That's true, dude. I remember that. Yeah. While we were in the NFT trenches, literally.
Yeah.
In the trench of trench during the NFT early days.
Right.
Yeah, but see, we weren't in the meme trenches like the way
No, we weren't.
we were in the NFT trenches, so we missed a lot. You know, I don't know, it just did not resonate, didn't make sense. But it's starting to, you know, permeate, I guess.
Yeah.
That sweet perfume. It's out there.
Or it probably stinks, dude.
Depends on, you know.
Yeah, your perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I guess this whole meme thing is not about memes specifically. It's about a vehicle for a number to go up.
Well, that's what all crypto, as if you boil
Ultimately,
it all down,
yeah.
That's, yeah. I mean, since the very beginning, since I've been involved, that is honestly what brought me in, right? Whenever I opened my Circle app and I noticed Bitcoin 5x'd from when I bought it in 2014 to 2017, that was my like signal. It's like, get involved.
Right.
So I think that's like, if 99% of people were being, you know, genuine, they would say the same thing.
Yeah. So there's like this like battling demographic, I guess, where most people are interested in number go up. So it doesn't matter what the token does, but then the technology allows you to do stuff with the token. And so then some builders do stuff with tokens.
Yeah.
Right? Like BitTensor and the Graph and Chainlink. They're doing stuff with their token.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then but the demographic of participants in crypto, they really just care about number go up. Like it doesn't matter what it does.
Right.
And so it's like, I don't know. What do you do? I guess it depends on which side of the ecosystem you are. It's like if you're a builder, I think you want to do stuff with your token, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're not a builder, then it's like it doesn't matter what the token does as long as it goes up.
Yeah, there is this interesting like new dynamic now because of like what Shaw did with AI 16Z and stuff like that. Like you could still have a vision as a builder and like you need to like, you know, you need this complex like architecture and ecosystem at the end of the day. But it's probably not a good idea like this in this day and age, understanding what the market demographic is today, to like brute force that level of complexity like in the beginning stages of like your really what you want to do as like a builder in this space is build a community. That's it. That's like step one, like the killer use case of cryptocurrencies and this whole technology layers is community onboarding.
Yeah.
So you could do that just by like, you know, pitching a vision essentially and then creating like a meme the way Shaw did with AI 16Z, create a whole damn movement around that.
Yeah.
Attracted a lot of contribution and blah, blah, blah. Right now, here he is about to outline like this version 2 of his like ecosystem, which has more layers of complexity. Right. So I think that's like the optimal go to market like strategy if you're trying to like actually be a builder in this industry and like build something significant. Right. You start off with the community, get them in by leveraging of the device that we know that works, the meme coin, and then like just evolve from there, right? I think we'll see a lot of that.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be the play for many ecosystems. Is like you launch the meme coin, you get that community, and then that meme coin gets an airdrop to my functional token potentially.
Maybe, yeah, if you want to do it that way. Yeah, if you absolutely need another token, I guess.
Yeah,
like. It depends on that level of complexity, right?
Yeah.
Like we talked about Psyche and Noose research the other day, and it's like they're not saying anything about a token, but based on like their ecosystem requirements, it sounds like a token makes a lot of sense, right? So, I don't know how they're gonna do it either. It's like
So the speculation. If you watch our previous video, the speculation is that they would airdrop the Psyche token to nothing token holders.
Yeah.
But that's pure speculation. There's no like insider information. There's nothing.
Yeah. Totally.
It's just speculation.
Just like the same way we speculated, you know, the agent cookie thing with Cookie DAO.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like I'm assuming there'll be a token for agent cookie the same way there's a token for AIXBT. Maybe it'll be airdropped distributed to cookie holders. Maybe not. Maybe it'll just be a pure pump.fun deployment. Who the fuck knows? Like, right? You know, there's a lot of potential like directions you can go like building out in this space, but yeah. So our memes ultimately like NFTs of this cycle. I think there's a lot of indication of that. Like Pump.fund's revenue is one. It's very parallel to OpenSea. I think I've already seen, I saw somebody tweet the other day, they're basically 50% already of what OpenSea generated, like in the entire 2021 cycle.
Yeah.
That's not accurate.
No, it's not. It's I don't know why it's showing stuff about Ross.
What?
400 million.
Oh yeah, something happened. He like lost a ton of money.
Huh? What?
Trying to provide liquidity. I don't know if it was him personally. I don't know. There's a story there.
Wait, Silk Road founder Ross Ulbright loses 12 million on Pump Fund.
Yeah, I wonder if he's like trying to like launch his coin and he like fumbled. Click on that, dude. Let's
Holy, wow, dude.
Yeah.
So lost 12 million while trying to trade a meme coin on Pump Fund.
Trying to trade?
So it happened on January 29th due to a technical mistake while adding liquidity to the Radium decentralized exchange, as per data from on-chain data analytics. Albright, or someone who has access to Solana wallet, received 50% of the total supply of Ross, a meme coin created by supporters.
Oh, okay.
To sell the token gradually instead of dumping them all at once. He attempted to add liquidity to Radium.
Jeez, really?
However, he made a critical mistake when setting up a liquidity pool. Instead of using a concentrated liquidity market maker, which allows liquidity providers to set price ranges for their trades, he accidentally created a pool using the constant product market maker, which operates under the standard automated market maker model. This means that his tokens were instantly available for trading at the wrong price.
What the fuck happened, dude?
So Pump.fund is a Solana-based launchpad that allows users to create and trade meme coins. So how did the MEV bot exploit this? Wow, this is quite...
So he was actually like trying to...
increase liquidity of his token, of this community token.
By him doing that, that's like him basically endorsing it. Like, this is the official Ross coin. Damn. But because he fumbled the liquidity.
$12 million, dude?
Yeah.
You want to like test it with $100,000.
Yeah, like, this is like your first time.
I burnt it. I was like, okay, now reconfigure. And
yeah, you got to remember, dude, the guy's been in prison for like a decade. You know, he's still getting his like keyboard fingers together.
Yeah, but
like fat fingering them.
Yeah, maybe you ask for help when you're playing with $12 million, huh?
That too. Yeah, maybe you like slow down a bit. It's like, hey guys, you know, I heard about this crypto stuff. It's pretty rad these days, you know? It's a lot. It's like a lot more robust than what it was in 2012. But
yeah, man,
I'm having a little trouble navigating. Can somebody back me up?
Well, I don't think he realized he knew he was having trouble. That's the issue. It's like you want to test transactions first.
Oh, 100%. That's what I usually do.
Yeah.
Even if I'm sending things out, like I still don't trust.
Yeah. That your fingers are correct.
Yeah, anything's correct.
It's like what crooked finger is just like mistype and it's over.
Like my computer's lying to me. You know? Things like that. Somebody's hacked my
your
display.
keyboard.
Yeah. I don't know.
Wow, dude, I didn't know this.
I didn't even know this happened either.
How did you know about it though?
Wait, what do you mean?
You said that.
Oh, I guess, you know, I'm fucking on crypto Twitter all day. It's like, I saw a Ross headline like, oh yeah, he burnt $12 million. Sounds like something he would do. You know, he only tried to, you know,
damn dude,
sling dope on the internet. No big deal. You know,
it was just a website, dude.
It's pure technology.
Yeah. So the bot repeated the process, snapping up the mispriced tokens and dumping them, causing a 90% price crash in the token.
Yeah, so I'm looking at a token right now. It's called Ross Albright Fund. Definitely looks pretty.
It's probably another token to like recoup the 12 million.
Well, it's at a 3 million market cap right now, but it definitely used to be like around 40, 50 million market cap. So this is probably it. I think, right?
Maybe. It doesn't have a contract address here.
That is. So that's. Well,
so I was searching for Pump Fund revenue.
Yeah, I remember.
Right? And so according to Dune Analytics, Pump Fund generated 116 million in monthly revenue, slightly outpacing Solana at 116 million and surpassing Ethereum at 107 million. That's
crazy. A single app, dude. It's like outpacing
the whole chain,
entire chains. Yeah, I mean,
47% of Solana's total revenue came from transactions on Pump.fund.
Yeah, so Here we go.
Which has launched over 4.2 million meme coins.
Jesus. It's a lot of memery.
So in the past 24 hours alone, the platform has collected 1.15 million in trading fees, bringing in all-time revenue of 435 million.
Yeah, so that's what I mean by, this is very OpenSea-esque, where like OpenSea was doing insane revenue numbers that we didn't even think was possible in like crypto, right?
That's right.
We're like, dude, there's something here. So then what happened after that?
So this is in half of OpenSea, right?
I think it is. Well, somebody tweeted that out. I didn't verify. So take me agreeing with that statement with a grain of salt, but let's just ask dude. How much revenue?
Maybe so. $1 billion in revenue.
A lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. Damn.
Yeah, OpenSea cumulative revenue is 941 million.
Holy
cumulative,
shit.
Like its entire existence. So Pumped Out Fund is quickly on its way to surpass OpenSea. So okay, so there's that. So it was like for sure, Pumped Out Fund is the OpenSea of this cycle. There's nothing else even close to like doing that kind of number. But then something else that happened last cycle is like. The siphoning effect, where it's like now there's like 100 NFT marketplaces trying to get their crumbs. Competitors. Yeah. Now we're seeing the same thing happening in the meme market, right? It's not just Pumped Out Fun anymore. There's like Vector and there's like Moonshot and there's Slingshot and there's so many different variants and competitors on the way, right?
And they're all on Solana.
I would imagine. Yeah. This is the majority of the market's here. I mean, but of course you got your other attempts probably like on Base and
sure.
You see some people on the Bitcoin ecosystem even trying to do this stuff, like Jeff of Merlin with BTC.fun and on Fractal, Francis tried.
Pumped Out Fun.
And then there's got to be others, right? And then Bob Bodley just tweeted something out that he is trying to do Odin or something.
Yeah, and same thing in 2021 with NFTs on OpenSea or Ethereum specifically. There's NFTs on different chains as well, and they were participating, but not the same degree.
Yeah, they weren't crushing it the way Ethereum was. Like Solana is crushing it, and they're going to keep crushing it for the rest of this cycle.
Yeah.
Right. Another 3, 6, 8 months tops of like Solana madness and more Pumped Out Funds. Pumped Out Fund will have billions of dollars in revenue by the end of this. So yes, memes. It's the killer product of this cycle for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So like at this point, you can't fade anymore.
No, you can't.
You can if out of pure principle. It's like, I don't care. I just don't like it. Even with all this data, it's like, I still don't care. I still refuse to ever acquire a meme. We're even okay. So now let's talk about like our endeavors of it, right? We have a token.
Yes.
Right now that's being produced every single block on Bitcoin called NAT.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah. We may have mentioned it once or twice on this channel.
Yeah.
Or worn some merchandise and stuff.
I don't know what this is, dude.
Yeah, looks something similar to that, right?
I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah, there it is. So there's a little bit. So we deployed that, right? We created this vehicle, this crypto token. But yeah, we're not on Solana. It's a Bitcoin ecosystem token, right? So now we have a little bit of like a marketing / branding responsibility here. As like we created this token. It has some novelty to it. We have how it's generated and produced. But no
access to, I guess, the demographic,
right? But even just labeling it as a meme coin, right? So we made that.
Well, we're actively. What is the NAT token, right? The NAT token is the community token of the DMT ecosystem, right? If that wasn't like clear or obvious. I don't know what else the NAT token is besides that.
Well, in the early days, there was no clear and obvious like anything narrative around it. It was simply a demonstration token,
right?
Because we put out the DMT framework and like the the NAT framework, the non-arbitrary token framework, with the DMT theory, and we're like, dude, no one's gonna care unless there's like some demonstration of like how to actually do this, right?
Yeah.
So NAT was born.
Yeah,
and then 7 days later, it was blocked out, meaning every single block of Bitcoin was claimed by humans. It was not an easy process.
No.
There was no like pump.fun for this, where like you
Correct.
just hit buy and it's now in your possession. You had to like verify that these blocks were valid still, and like
Yeah, you had to change the number and the JSON, and people are like, "What's a JSON?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to copy and paste without mistake.
Yeah.
It's still, even with all that friction, it actually blocked out in record time.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's quite the spectacle. If you want to like relive that, what was it, like 2020?
November. Look for November 2023.
Yeah.
So we launched the video. 7 days from that video.
Yeah, we launched a follow-up video, I think, after we recovered from a flu.
Yeah.
We were sick that whole fucking week.
And it was Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yeah, we made like a reaction video. Like, holy shit, you guys blocked out. It's like, how did that happen, dude? We've been sick for 7 days. You guys just went ham here. And yeah, every block was claimed. And now there is like a non-arbitrary supply of a token. It's like in the hundreds of trillions, the overall token supply. And every single subsequent block post that block out is introducing new supply.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all facilitated through the TAP protocol, verified by the track network. So a lot of shit has gone into the production of this token. So I understand. And of course, now there's a new value injection of it becoming Bitcoin's second subsidy.
Right.
The Bitcoin network specifically, right? If you're running a miner,
yeah,
you're not just earning Bitcoin every time you win a block.
Yeah.
Once this like upgrade is like fully integrated, you're going to be earning NAT tokens too,
along with your Bitcoin.
Yeah. So like this is a whole new narrative unlock, a whole technology like paradigm. And now there's like a unified mission and narrative behind this token, right? It's like securing the future of Bitcoin security.
Right. And so with the launch of this token, like all it does, it's being produced by Bitcoin, and there's going to be an update coming within the next week or so where, like you're saying, it's going to be directed to the miners. Right. So that's not in effect yet, but it's going to be in a week or so.
Yeah.
But ultimately, what does this token do beyond that? It's just a community token, right? It is like, it has the same profile as any other meme coin. Like,
oh shit. See, you said it.
Well, it's the same profile. Like
the thing.
He said it, dude. Well, that's the struggle, right?
Okay, so
like the narrative.
So it's not so much a meme coin because it has like a purpose, right?
Well, meme coins have.
Yeah, I guess a meme coin
has
a purpose.
Like we just said, we outlined how like the AI open source movement is being galvanized by meme coins, right? Like AI 16Z.
Right.
They start off as just like
so the purpose is just to create a community, right? That is like the purpose. But this has an additional purpose beyond that, right? It is like,
for sure,
it's directed to miners. It's supposed to help them, pay the bills and increase the security.
Yeah, because why not?
That's what I mean by purpose. Like if everybody's purpose is just like to breathe, nobody has a purpose, right? So in the case of memes, if like the purpose is to create communities, like then there's no. When I say purpose, it's like it's that plus something else.
Yeah, but I think the disparity comes in like when understanding the technical like due diligence that went into manufacturing what NAT is.
Yeah.
And getting it to this point now where it's fulfilling this new purpose of supporting Bitcoin and being like the official first additional subsidy token, all this stuff, right? Like, in comparison to like meme coins, like there is no
there is no like setup. It's just smart contract launch, supply liquidity, and it's like hopefully people tweet about it.
Pretty much, yeah. So it's like meme coins are like they've abstracted away all the technical complexities the smart contract movement of this industry over the last decade.
Yeah.
And in aggregate, the front end product of that is like now a meme coin, but nobody associates like the technical
the complexity of a smart contract, and
that's not factored into the value at all anymore. Right now, so that's why the market it's so high velocity. Right. But so we get feedback from people whenever we're out there. Is like, look, there's a lot of people who see value in meme coins, right? But I understand, like you see NAT, and it doesn't share the properties of like a typical standard meme coin.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I think you explained it the best. It's right now smart contracts, you can launch one in a click of a button, right? With NAT, it's not the same, right? It didn't have that process because it's brand new. It's from Bitcoin, it's ordinals, it's TAP, it's all that. It's brand new stuff.
Yeah.
So we're consumed with the newness of it.
Yeah.
but we forget that it has the same sort of profile as other tokens, like a meme coin.
Yeah. So what's the motivation or the desire to understand the current demographic and like tap into that with this new vehicle that is the NAT token, right? The first non-arbitrary token.
Yeah.
The purpose again is to be a subsidy token for Bitcoin miners. So in order for that to actually like do any good,
yeah,
we need this new thing to also function the same way meme coins do, meaning like it's number go up only technology.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what meme coins are, right? It's number go up tech.
Yeah.
Right? And you just wrap a cool story or brand or something around that number go up thing.
Yeah.
But ultimately fulfilling minimal purpose in that regard. This time, number go up technology means you're strengthening the security of Bitcoin.
Right. Yeah. By the way, if you remember early days of Bitcoin, what was Bitcoin in the early days? A meme coin.
But nobody called it that, right?
Nobody called it that, but that's what it was. It was a community token. It was like, here's this cool tech.
Yeah.
And you can own these tokens because of the cool tech. That's it. That's all that it was.
I don't know.
It didn't. Well,
I don't know if like the Bitcoin maxis would agree with that, because it's like Satoshi outlined a very clear like premise,
value
right?
proposition.
Or like it was a very clear goal. Like, you know, we've got to, man, hedge against like, I guess institutional finances, like
sure,
mismanagement, corruption, whatever. Right.
Yeah. But it didn't transition that dialogue into like, you know, digital gold for at least a couple of years.
I mean, I guess in a sense that still is like, yeah, you're right. Like that's just a narrative.
It's just it's just a story.
Yeah.
But you got to believe in that story.
You're right. Yeah, that is the believe in something, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The cypherpunks of the early 2000s had a belief. It's like, you know, the internet needs its own native currency.
Yeah.
And, you know, as the internet expands, you know, this digital market should grow along with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we should probably make it as decentralized as possible so that like banks don't end up controlling the whole thing. That's a great belief system. Right?
Yeah. And my reason of bringing up Bitcoin in the context of memes is that the profile of Bitcoin, its like attributes has changed over time.
Yeah, it's true.
Right.
Yeah.
It's eventually we're going to surpass the value of gold, right? 18 trillion. And then it's like, you're not going to call Bitcoin just better than gold. It's going to be like Earth's land mass or something. It's like, it's going to be something bigger than gold.
Yeah, you got to punch up somewhere now.
Yeah. You got to punch up somewhere. Exactly.
That's true.
So once you surpass the market cap of gold, now what is Bitcoin at that point?
Yeah, I think.
So my point is that there is a transition of like marketing angles for any given token.
Yeah, narratives, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think, because we're seeing it, you know, in our own community. You know, we have a NAT page now, by the way, guys, on Twitter, on X. Website's up and everything. So we're slowly getting these like marketing / you know, exposure campaign going. At some point, we'll have like a funding campaign to try and get more liquidity to this token. But yeah, the big question now is like, what is that starting narrative, right? I've heard so far, you know, this is Bitcoin's meme coin, right? Mm-hmm. That's kind of like tapping into that today demographic, right? If we're saying like meme coins are this cycle's NFTs, and you want the NAT token to kind of like have presence within that, right? You don't want to like separate from that. Right.
Yeah.
That would be less ideal to the purpose of, again, subsidizing Bitcoin's security.
It would be like in 2021, you come up with your own NFT standard, and it's like, it's not it's NFTs, but better.
Right. And then therefore, like there's no market adoption.
There's no market. Yeah. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Right. Because the audience and the people that care about number go up, they're over there in NFT land.
Correct. Yeah. So people react positively to that. Like, okay, I see your meme coins, like meme coins are hot, but you've added this apostrophe S to Bitcoin, meaning like Bitcoin has this new like possessive quality to it that it didn't have before. Well, why are you calling it Bitcoin's meme coin? Well, it's because Bitcoin's the one that actually produces this thing.
Yeah, right.
Unlike any other meme coin in existence. So it has an exclusive property. Like, so it's do with that information what you will, right? So
yeah,
some people still, it's like don't call it a meme coin though, because you're degrading. What
If
NAT
it's not a
is.
meme coin, then what is it? It's like
I've heard some people. Okay,
it's a mission coin.
that's another good.
Is that a good enough?
Yeah, just don't put meme mission. Now, like, it's a little more rah.
Hold on, let's look up what the word meme is, so that we all have like a very starting point understanding of what the word meme is.
Yeah, you can pull up like Richard Dawkins. I think he's the one who coined it, right?
All right. So definition of an image, video, piece of text, etc., typically humorous in nature, that is copied and spread rapidly by internet users, often with slight variations.
Okay. So piece of text.
So you said Richard, Dawkins.
Yeah, I remember in my early days of biology study, he was propagating the ideas of memes.
Yeah. In the context, Dawkins defined the meme as a unit of cultural transmission or a unit of imitation and replication, but later definitions would vary. The lack of consistent, rigorous, and precise understanding of what typically makes up one unit of cultural transmission remains a problem in debate about memetics.
Yeah, so basically,
it's just the transmission of an idea, right? It's like
a meme.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, a meme is literally like
it has a viral effect, a virus.
It's the vehicle of porting one thought into somebody else's brain.
Yeah.
So memetics are important, right? That's why we do things like NAT speak regularly when we're trying to like talk about NAT, like you NAT ready.
Yeah, NAT gonna make it. NAT GMI is not always a slight. It's not like putting someone down. It's like you don't get it. You NAT GMI, you just don't get it.
Yeah. If you don't get it, NAT GMI, but it's also like NAT gonna make it, right? NAT's gonna make it. It's like a positive.
Exactly. It's a positive spin as well. It's double entendre. That's what it is.
Yeah, and the idea of like getting the ball rolling with that is like let the culture evolve and like let the community figure out its own like injections of memetic contribution, right? Like so but you just got to deal with some people who they just don't agree with memes, and I hear that, I understand that, and you're right. NAT is something completely new, and there is like a quality to it that you feel like you're just kind of like rubbing it wrong when you're slapping a meme.
Yeah, I get it too.
On it.
I get it too. It's like right now, Bitcoin's worth 100,000. It's undervalued, in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's undervalued, right? And so because I think Bitcoin is like gonna be the most valuable asset on the planet outside of like water and oxygen and things like that. But that's my belief, right? And so maybe it gets there, maybe it doesn't, but I believe that, right? So I understand people who understand NAT, they believe that it has a higher calling, right, than a meme.
Yeah, I agree.
But like go back to 2021, I don't think you want to be creating a competitor to NFTs, right? You don't want to compete with that. You want to be a part of it.
Yes.
And so NAT being a meme is just part of the zeitgeist of the time.
100%. And ultimately don't forget about like why it's, obviously strengthening the Bitcoin network in light of a future subsidy dilemma or crisis. That's a worthwhile purpose, but also like the propagation of DMT overall, right?
Yeah,
it's an entire ecosystem underneath the NAT token, right? That needs that amplification and that elevation, and people becoming aware that there is a data substrate layer contained within Bitcoin, and that can be identified, the patterns within it, and refined into like new digital substance, right? That is the premise of DMT.
Yeah.
And NAT is the execution of that. And there's a whole slew of other like demonstrations.
Yeah.
So the idea is to bring that to light. So if that means we gotta like play along, frolic with everyone else.
Yeah.
So be it.
Do what the Romans do.
Romans frolic?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever, dude. I'm down to be a Roman. That's cool. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. So we've only talked about half the issue, right? It's like identifying what NAT is. The other half of the issue is that the action, the liquidity, the human body liquidity is on a different chain.
True.
So either you make NFTs on Ethereum in 2021, or you make NFTs on other chains, right? But you're going to get 10x less the attention.
Yeah.
So
100x.
what do you do? You make NFTs on Ethereum. That's what you do.
Right.
Right. So now it's like, do we port NAT to Ethereum, to Solana, to Base? Like, how do we get access to that ecosystem so that they become aware about what's happening on Bitcoin?
Yeah.
The whole NAT miner redirect, like that's how you become aware of it.
Yeah.
Right. And that's how, if we bring attention to the DMT ecosystem, we bring attention to the Royals, the NAT Cats, and the fact that you can even build stuff on Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm. Like
people on Solana, on Base, they don't care that you can make stuff on Bitcoin. Why? Because they care about number going up.
Right. Yeah, that is the other half of the problem, right? And then if that's the problem for NAT, then that's the problem for all classes of assets being generated on Bitcoin, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we're starting to see other, I'd call them camps, I guess, in the Bitcoin ecosystem, like Runes, are starting to work towards that, like, I guess, that traverse, I guess.
Yeah.
That port, like you're porting to these existing, like, efficient capital markets, I guess, these on-chain efficient capital markets.
Yeah, I feel like the ultimate question is, even if you could create a seamless and smooth and functional and fast, like, trading experience on Bitcoin, whether it's Tap or Runes, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, just assume that it's fast. If the attention is on another chain, does it matter that you have a fast ecosystem on Bitcoin?
Yeah, it depends who you're asking that to, I guess. It's like, the underlying objective again is to strengthen Bitcoin's security. So NAT does that directly, but then there's also the fee environment of Bitcoin that supplements that disparity, right? So if you're porting all this activity into a highly active chain outside of Bitcoin, then how is that contributing to fee environment on Bitcoin, right? So there's that argument, right?
Right. Yeah, but ultimately it's like, it's about any creator, any deployer, any dev, right, so to speak.
Yeah.
They got to pick a chain, right? Mm-hmm. Are they going to pick Bitcoin over Solana? That's the ultimate question.
Yeah. I mean, only if you're like an on-chain maxi, right, or just a Bitcoin maxi. That is the only camp of developer, I would imagine. Or if you're just like a hyper, you just are allured by the opportunity of like trying to solve that big problem, I guess, some shape or form, right? Which is what we've been doing for the last couple of years, right? Benny specifically, he spent the last 2 years building out this infrastructure for these problems, and like now we've got a native L1 DEX on Bitcoin, right? Something that 2 years ago we never would have imagined to be possible.
Yeah,
right? So
Benny did it. It's there. It works.
There. But guess what?
Yeah,
people are not like swarming to it the way they swarm to like Radium and Jupiter and all that other shit. Right. On these chains that literally like go offline at the click of a button and stuff like that. Like, so there's a market issue, I guess, or market incompatibility with like the belief of building on Bitcoin and the actual like
the traction of it.
Yeah, so that's ultimately something all of us who are building in the Bitcoin space have to deal with, and come to like, I don't know, like a adaptation, I guess, in a sense, right? Or choose not to adapt, choose to remain. Yeah,
or there's a chance that we might be thinking about it in a hyperbolic way, meaning just because the attention right now is on Solana, that doesn't mean that nothing has value if you're not on Solana.
No, like we saw what happened. Like Ethereum is kind of struggling this cycle in a sense. That was where the show was last cycle, right?
Yeah.
So just that doesn't mean Solana is like all of a sudden gonna have like a meme mania forever.
Correct. Right.
At some point that dries out also, and then Solana starts to struggle. Until like the crypto industry is looking for that next major product market fit, and maybe it's on Bitcoin. Maybe the entire market and industry will surrender their like comfort zone of like high velocity, low friction.
Maybe it's on Bitcoin, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's Ethereum again.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah. Please.
Yeah, for the sake of TJ, dude.
So I guess we have to have like a final takeaway here because I know like time's up, and we got another video to record. The final takeaway is like if you already exist on Bitcoin, if you have TAP tokens, DMT tokens, runes, BRC20s, if you already have this asset, does it make sense to port that asset to, let's say, in a hyperbolic way, port it to Solana so that asset has exposure to the action?
Mm-hmm.
And does it make sense to do that?
Yeah. Or does it make more sense to just, ignore all that traction?
Yeah.
And just, remain encapsulated into this existing environment bubble and remain with that conviction that at some point, all that's going to come in our direction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got to give our opinions here. So I think the way that I think about it is if NAT is a meme token because it's, discovering its product market fit, things like that.
Yeah, it's got a mission narrative.
Yeah.
It doesn't have like a direct utility. It's not like a gas token for any network or anything like that.
Yeah. So let's assume that, the community agrees NAT is a meme token, right? So in a unviable environment like Bitcoin, where the viability is on something like Solana, porting NAT to Solana is just a kind of like a marketing angle to expose what NAT is and what DMT is to a new audience.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Like why not have a smart contract that has an Oracle connection to TAP, where the tokens expand in the same way they expand on Bitcoin, but on Solana smart contract.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's an account abstraction. It's real NAT tokens, but it's on a Solana smart contract that you can bridge back to Bitcoin if you want. But it now has market viability because it's in that network where there's bodies. So from my opinion, it's just a marketing it's a way to market what NAT is and what DMT is to a new audience. That's it. It's not an abandonment of Bitcoin or any what the maxis are going to say if this were to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, this is maybe we need I think let's end it here because I think we need to do a full podcast on this very topic alone. And I think we'll have the opportunity to do that next week because then the following week we'll have the Cookie DAO interview. So let's lock in. If you guys watching, if you guys give a fuck at all about this NAT stuff, about DMT, about the Bitcoin ecosystem, that's your time to really chime in here.
Yeah.
And contribute some thought and so, whether or not we're completely losing it, like our finger is off the pulse.
Yeah. Maybe we are being hyperbolic, meaning we're overshooting this concept, what is happening.
Yeah. Is it more like, I guess, we need a collective push here, in a sense. Right. So let's save that for next week. But for now, recognize Meme Mania continuing on forward. Moving forward.
It's here and it's not going away. So
and the
adjust
AI,
or just get faded, I guess.
Yeah. And maybe, we'll be right next cycle. It's right? Something like that.
All right, guys. We talked about a lot of stuff. Richard Dawkins made it onto the show.
Of course. I've always
Can't
been
believe
waiting
it.
for that day.
Yeah. Memes, NAT token, and if you have any questions, any thoughts about the NAT ecosystem, Solana, meme tokens, let us know in the comment section below. Make sure you follow our Twitter accounts, and we will catch you in the next episode.
Peace.